for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Yeah, you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And they'll get this one down to about the 17. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Allen to throw it. And it's caught. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Carolina getting set to take the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
2nd down and a yard.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. He gets away from one. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Young.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1.
And now out come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they tell their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Allen. This one caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now 3rd down and 7. Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers and Miles Sanders headed out for another drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And the Panther 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. It's Young on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Buffalo set to get the football back here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a 1st down throw for Young. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will take the lead here in the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Cam Akers, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
A good-looking return set up here.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Well, the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But you got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Young now.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That throw by Young incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here is Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7th.
Again, it's Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Bryce Young,
his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead is now 10-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Taken right around the 44. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here's Young from the shotgun.
He'll get that complete to Powell.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Young on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Bills getting set to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Well, here's a throw, right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Allen now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. A 1st down throw for Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Young.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders.
To about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. They'll run. It's Sanders. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And Young's throw there incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And this one is right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They start the drive with Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throwing now is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 20-yard line.
Here's Cook again. Runs through the contact. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On play action, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. That's quickly out wide to Davis. So no gain on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the deficit trend to 6 now at 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Carry for Sanders. And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
But now he appears to be in some pain.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Young. That is caught. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Young throwing complete there to Mingo. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.